Here we go, another award-winning episode of Talking Scheetz. We normally don't do this, but the title of this episode will be Too Depressed to Get Dressed.
I mean, one of us did get dressed, and I'm still depressed.
Yeah, one of us is more depressed, obviously, because they're not dressed.
No, I just care more about our YouTube viewers.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking Scheetz.
Thank you, Dan Davidson. Talking Scheetz. It's, again, full disclosure, it is a Sunday afternoon, late on in the afternoon. When we made the plan to do this, we had big plans for this episode. And, well, you know what? What do they say? There's great laid plans are made, or every time you make a plan, the Lord laughs, or something like that. There's some kind of a Shakespearean.
The best made plans, yeah.
The best made plans
I did not get enough sleep to be able to put together what you're putting down right now.
Are you tired again? You were tired last episode.
Was I?
Yeah, you were yawning, weren't you?
I mean, I'm always tired, but I don't think I was this tired last episode. I really don't think I was this tired last episode. The Scheetzes are not meant to be up before the sun.
Before the crack of you-know-what.
It's not who we are.
No, we're not. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get to all of that. First thing I want to do is remind you to like, subscribe, comment on the platform that you enjoy Talking Scheetz on, as it helps us grow and continue this wonderful thing we do called Talking Scheetz.
Yeah, we got a few more YouTube comments than usual last week because you did that plug. So especially the YouTube viewers, because that's kind of our more visible audience.
Yeah.
If you're able to share how you're watching, why you're watching, what you like, even what you don't like. I'll take hate comments.
You will?
That's engagement. We're getting a lot of Swedes still in our comments, and they're mad. You know what? Engagement is engagement.
Swedes aren't sweet.
No, not to us.
Not to us. Or Mark Kennedy.
No.
All right, let's go. We normally don't do this, but we're going to start the episode reversed, so to speak. We're going to start with bullsheets because it is the thing that,
Maybe that's the way to do it, though. You start with the negative and go into the positive. We're always starting with our good, and then it gets a little shady I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. It's like when you say to somebody, I got good news and bad news.
Yeah,
they normally ask for the bad news first, because then the good news will outweigh the bad news, and you want to hear that second.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They say the way to provide criticism to people is a compliment sandwich. So you start with a compliment, then you destroy them, and then you compliment them again. Maybe we need a bullshit sandwich today.
All right. Well, bullsheets has got something to do with what I'm wearing. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, it is brought to you by Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse. And
we went there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today didn't pan out how we wanted it to, but last night was amazing.
Okay. By we, you mean?
Producer Renato and I went for a date night, which is very rare for us.
On the Talking Scheetz credit card.
Oh, I was like on the what? Where on the? Was it our anniversary and I didn't realize? Yeah, we did. It was we don't get paid a lot for the show.
No,
we may as well enjoy some steak on the company dime. Why not?
I'm just making sure we mention that in case CRA is listening. Because,
it will be written off.
Yeah.
Just like this episode might be a write-off, so was that. Last night's steak was a write-off. This episode, we'll see.
But what an experience. And you two, I'm going to say this. If I say, okay, I go to Cook County Saloon Steakhouse, and that's like the best steak I've ever eaten, and those are the best Brussels sprouts I've ever eaten, that's me. And I don't have that much experience. Again, I've got more of a McDonald's palate or
Yeah.
But you two are like high level for you and Renato to say.
We love going out to eat. We love trying the best of the best in terms of food. And that steak was truly one of the best I've ever had. Maybe the best I've ever had last night. It was cooked to perfection, was so tasty. The atmosphere and the vibes. It was just an amazing date night. And what I loved about it is that when you go to the Cook County Steakhouse, you can go sit in the restaurant, which is super nice and like a more of a romantic vibe.
Yes.
Or you can choose to sit in the lounge, which leads into the bar.
Right.
So you're basically near the dance floor. They've created a whole separate new
You're
area.
on the edge of Cook County.
Yeah.
Literally, the saloon.
The edge of glory.
Yeah.
And there's a new bar and it's beautiful but you can enjoy a high level fancy dinner while you're kind of in the mix at the bar as well. So the country music is blaring. Renato couldn't believe the time that we were there for quite a while. He said, you know every word to every song that has been played so far. It was a lot of 90s country.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
So it was so fun. And it was kind of a dip your toe, especially for us as we're older and we're parents now. We don't go out to the bars as much as we used to.
Right.
It was a way to get that vibe without getting that vibe. You know, we
all
could go.
You felt hip, but you weren't right
But we
in
were
the middle of
eating
the dance floor
a beautiful,
makeouts.
classy dinner.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a really good mix.
Okay.
But the food, I think that like we started with the bread, the sourdough bread with a special butter, and it has the Cook County branding on the bread. I could have stopped there. I could have just kept another round of bread, and then for the appetizers we're gonna release a video in more detail about all of this. But we got the Caesar salad, which was really, really good, a unique flavor. It had a lot of capers in it, which I love capers.
Yeah.
And then the Brussels sprouts, which were producer Renato's favorite dish.
Yeah.
I can confirm that. Besides the steak, of course, of the appetizers, the Brussels sprouts were just delectable.
He was getting weird about it. You know when he gets weird about food?
I close my eyes and I'm just like, it's an expression that maybe like the general public shouldn't see.
he got
Trust
weird.
me, I know all about it.
He got weird about the Brussels sprouts.
I never seen a man that like you do the when Harry met Sally kind of thing at the
I'll have what
table.
she's having.
I'll have what she's having.
Yep.
Too many times when he eats, but last night it was worth it. All right, Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse. Thank you to them for bringing bullsheets into our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Too depressed to get dressed. Here's the irony of things. We're talking about the hockey game. And if you don't know about it.
Lucky you.
Yeah, what a great life you have to not care about sports because, man, oh, man, are we ever getting kicked in the tickets right now? Just in our lives, whether it was the two Oiler Stanley Cup final losses, the Blue Jays, and now Team Canada losing OT. And you know what? I never went into that game. I went into that game thinking we should win, but I didn't go into that game thinking we were going to win, guaranteed. And it was a tight one. And I got dressed this morning. You guys stayed overnight, right? And the baby didn't sleep.
I was going to say, I don't know if you would call it stayed overnight or we just like stayed up overnight.
You just
like
hung out.
Nobody slept.
Nobody slept. No.
I don't know if it was our energy. We came home from date night. She was sleepy. She had a great night with Grandma and Grandpa, which was so appreciated. And then she just, we should mention a secondary bullshit is teething again, again, because she's getting legitimately 17th at one time. But she just didn't go to sleep. And then the hockey game started at 6 a.m. and she finally had gone to sleep and we were just up. So we've just, pulling an all-nighter in your 30s is not what it used to be. But
well, yeah, and like I said, we have our little small house here, and I want you guys to stay over. It's awesome. But you guys were in the room right beside, like the wall. There's a wall in between us. So Leona is sleeping with a wall in between us. And I said at a certain point, I said to Karen, I said, is she renovating in there? I swear I just heard a skill saw. Like, what is going on?
She was doing everything imaginable to not sleep. She was kicking the walls. She was trying to tip the bassinet. It's not even a bassinet. It's a full crib. She's trying to tip it over. She was feral. I would say she was absolutely a feral creature last night. Yeah, she's an amazing girl, sweet girl.
Yeah.
And today, none the worse for wear. She's in a great mood. All of us are half dead.
Yeah.
She woke up like nothing happened.
She got 4 hours of sleep as well.
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
No.
So I get dressed for the hockey game. I put on like a shirt and pants and everything like that. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe if they win, we're just going to go bar hopping, or I don't know
We're
what I'm
hitting
thinking.
Cook County. We're going back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as soon as that game ended and the Canadians lost in overtime, 3-on-3 overtime, and of course it sounds like win or lose, it's weird that it's 3-on-3 overtime in a gold medal game, in a game that matters that much. But and I would have still said that if Canada would have won that game. I still would have said that's not ideal. I love 3-on-3 overtime
It's fun to watch.
in the middle of January in the NHL. But in a game like that, like, you know what, these guys, there's just too much on the line. But whatever. As soon as that game was over, I got out of my clothes and put on my robe that I'm wearing now. And I said, I literally, this is the way I feel. This robe describes me right now.
You're just going through it.
Yeah.
I thought that I would be more sad than I am, but I think that I have gotten to a point with sporting events and hockey specifically where I'm just numb. I'm numb to it all. I'm used to just losing a big game and getting my heart broken. It's the expectation between the Oilers and the Jays and this. And lately there, it just feels like we're always going to be losing.
And the question is, because we've had these wonderful situations where we've gone to the Stanley Cup Finals and the Blue Jays have gone to the World Series, and now Team Canada went to the gold medal game.
Because there was a reality in which we didn't make that final.
Sure. Oh,
there was tight games leading up to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was. Yeah. No, they had to come back in 2 games to get even to the gold medal game. But the question is it better to love and
have loved and lost, or to have never
loved at all? And I'm starting to wonder now because it's gotten to the point where this is 4 in a row, just like, and I keep saying kicked in the tickets, like groin.
Maybe that's why you can't walk.
I thought it was my sciatic. It's actually my.
It's just
I've got
heartbreak.
Testolitis. It's not good. But I don't know now. You know, at first I'm like, oh yeah, it's better to go to the Stanley Cup Final, or is it better to not go all that way and then lose that game?
It was a really fun game to watch.
It was great. It was so entertaining.
Canada. The other thing I do want to say is that we played so well.
That's the other thing.
It's not like we were getting blown up by them by any means.
No, I would say that they were getting more blown up.
We worked so hard and we tried our best, and sometimes in a game of luck it's just not going to go your way, and goaltending makes a big difference.
Yes, producer Randy.
I know that you're depressed, Chris, because the pod, we haven't even gone 10 minutes in and you've already tried to quote 2 poets.
He's a tortured poet right now.
Shakespeare, and then originally it was Robert Burns who you were trying to quote.
Okay.
The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry.
Okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. There it is.
He is. If Dad is deep in his poet feelings, we have a problem. We have a problem.
Let's talk about watching that game as a family, shall we? So Carter comes over from the other house, and we've got Randy there, and we've got Baillie, and then Care gets up for the 3rd period. She
told us not to wake her up unless we were winning.
Yeah,
and I don't blame her for that.
She gets too into it.
She gets her feelings hurt. Yeah, she says, "Don't wake me up unless we're winning."
No, she just thinks of them as they're all her sons because they could be.
Yeah,
right?
she cares so much about every player.
But anyway, we start in that game, and Carter and Randy here, producer Randy, are so negative, and they are like just this and that and the other thing. And I am trying my best to stay positive. And then you guys are all babbling about things that got nothing to do with the game. So I finally had to shut that down.
Well, we weren't. We were talking about the game. You just didn't want us to speak. You could speak when you wanted to speak, but we couldn't talk about anything. We were also trying to lighten the mood because there was a fair amount of tension in that basement. None of us had slept. The game wasn't going our way at the first, especially when the U.S. went up by 1 in the beginning. We were all getting a little bit tense, and so we're trying to lighten up a little bit.
I'm trying to remember some of the nonsensical things that you guys were bringing up. It had nothing to do with hockey.
Well, you were so upset that we were talking, but at least we were saying things. All you did was go.
You just made grunting.
Every time the Americans got the puck at center ice, you're like. I'm like, Chris, like they're just dumping it in. Relax.
He just made grunting, inaudible grunting noises, and heaven forbid we have a conversation at 6 a.m. Like it.
And I want to watch it with my family, but then on the other hand, when you guys, I'm like, why? Nobody cares as much as me. It seems like.
I think that everyone in that room cared a lot, and you can care in very different ways. Yeah, you can care without being a jerk.
Chris likes the idea of watching with his family, but he'd rather watch alone.
Keep in mind, he begged us to stay over.
I did, and I texted Carter at like 5:45, and I said, "You coming over?" But then I like the idea of watching with my family, but I just
you just don't like us that much.
No,
in reality.
I love you. I just think
you get too intense. It's the same with the Oilers. It's the same with anything.
It's too much. I can't. It's too much.
Well, and you interpret our way of watching the game as us not caring.
Yeah.
But that's not true. We just have different ways of watching.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit more relaxed.
Oh, you're so annoying. You're so annoying.
So
anyway,
that's bullshit. The whole thing, I think, is a bit of a bullshit.
They did their best.
They did. They played so well.
It's not like you can go, oh my gosh, well they lost because of this, that, or the other thing.
Or it's tough because I do think we were the better team, and that's the other thing that's hard to swallow. It's not like, oh well, they were better. It is what it is. I don't think that they were.
Yeah, like last year when the Oilers lost to the Florida Panthers were better. Mm-hmm. I took that so much better than the year before because I think we were better than them the year before. Mm-hmm. The Blue Jays were better than the Dodgers. Yeah. So when you lose, when you should have won, and one little thing would have went your way, and the same thing today, they were better than the Americans. And anyway, and there's all the geopolitical stuff and things like that. I'm just not going to even pay attention to what's going on with.
No, you have to take an offline day, I think.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what their leader is saying about this. I'm going to just try to ignore it as much as I can.
To add insult to injury to the game that happened this morning was this. What even day was the women's game? Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Thursday?
The days are so confusing.
Yeah, the Olympic days they just run together.
Okay.
They run together. But
It was Wednesday.
Wednesday's women's.
No.
Thursday?
Yes. God. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter because the trauma just keeps building. It just builds on each other. And I also think my brain is starting to black out details of traumatic sporting events. But
Yeah.
the Canadian women's gold medal game against the Americans, again, it's almost like we saw something happen. It's like it happened twice.
Yeah.
And I think that's the craziest thing is our Canadian women played so well. They had lost to the USA 5-1 in a prior game. And so we went in.
They'd lost 7 in a row.
Yeah, we went into it with being such underdogs in a different way than the men's game.
Yeah.
And they fought so hard.
Oh, they did.
Again, Philippe Poulin fighting through clearly a bad injury. Again, both of our incredible historic captains injured.
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing. It's almost like the script was written and it was written twice and it was bad for Canada both times. But the Canadian women fought so hard. They played so well. And it didn't pan out for them in 3-on-3 overtime as well. Like
You're right.
that's the craziest thing is that America did it to us twice.
Yeah.
But those
Well, they've done it to us more than twice.
Yeah. I do want to shout out to the women's team as well because like the men, they played so well and it just came down to a couple plays.
Yeah. I just want to give them all a big group hug.
I know. I hate when the girls are sad. I hate when the guys are sad, but when the girls are sad, it really hits home for me. And they had such a good tournament, and they kind of turned things around after a rough start. So
Well, and they were waiting for that game, and you could tell they were playing.
they put everything in there.
What do they call that? The boxing analogy.
We really.
Rope-a-dope. It's called rope-a-dope.
It's like when you're just sitting back.
They weren't expecting us. We were kind of, and then all of a sudden, here we came.
We came. We brought it all for the
We
final.
were kind of by the rope.
Yeah.
And then we said, dope, dope, dope,
And
dope, dope.
it was looking so good until the end, and the USA tied it, and
We had it. We were like 3 minutes away from winning that gold. And,
Yeah.
And now we're going to have to listen to the Americans tell us that we're the best, and we're going to have to listen to that without being able to argue it for 4 years.
Yeah,
So
it's compounding heartbreaks.
in 3-on-3 hockey.
I think that the women's game set the scene for today's men's game to be even tougher. Because like at least if we had won one of them, we would have bragging rights a little bit. But to lose both of them in 3-on-3, abolish 3-on-3 overtime. It's not good for us. It's no good.
Yeah. 6-on-6. We want 6-on-6.
Whatever. Anything else? We'll try. We'll just try something else next time, maybe.
Okay. Anyway, that's bullshit. Yeah. And I think we're all feeling the same. It's not just, and I say that I care more than my family. I know that's not true, but
No.
you're right. I take it like
You have big feelings.
and I don't know if it's because I'm older and I'm just like scared that these opportunities aren't going to come back up or what. Like,
Mortality moment.
another mortality
I think
moment.
you're going to see another Olympic.
I know I'm going to see another Olympic, but is Canada and America going to play in that game? And is Connor McDavid going to be in that? I mean, he will be in that game.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm just saying, like, it's got to all line up again. So it just like, when these
Sidney
opportunities
Crosby
pass,
might be in that game. You never know.
maybe
You never know.
Sidney Crosby's son might be in that game. Does he have a son? No.
No. Not that we know of. He's so private.
Yeah.
Nobody knows much about Sidney Crosby at all. Oh, one thing we were talking about were his charitable donations.
Oh, right.
During the game, and you were so mad. And I was saying, he donates so much to charity. I was just going into detail because he does, especially for the East Coast and Nova Scotia. He has all of these different
And I
organizations.
care about charity, but not
at that time.
Not when McCarr's
No.
got the puck at the blue line.
I
He's
think
about
that
to shoot it.
And anybody who works with me up in the Oilers press box can attest that when I get nervous, I get even more chatty. And so
Your
I
mom
just,
does too.
Yeah, I'll be working one of the more stressful Oiler games and I'll just be blabbing. And maybe that's my coping mechanism. But yours, for once in your life, is you go mute. And you must.
Well, not quite mute.
You just you require everyone else to go mute as well.
Let's move on from that to Good Sheets. It's proudly supported by Alt Tech. There's a difference between basic IT support and real solutions for business. Learn more at alt-tech.ca.
.ca. You did it.
I did it.
That was a good one.
Yes, that's alt-tech.ca. And Allison from Altech had you for lunch today. You or this week?
Music today.
No, you've gone on a lot of lunches
I
thanks
know,
to
I've
Talking Scheetz.
I've been rolling.
Yeah.
I've been having a good week. Yeah, we had a great time talking all things Alt-Tech, Talking Scheetz, just chatting about life. She's a great person, and we'll probably have her on this show to talk a little bit about cybersecurity, and especially with kids. She's very passionate about that and how to monitor your children online and keep them safe, but also give them some freedom. It's a tough thing, but we had a really, really good chat.
Okay, awesome. Thank you to Altech. All right, I know that your good Scheetz is Olympic related, but we'll start with mine just to separate the Olympics a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of good things happened for Canada since our last podcast.
Yeah.
So that's we want to talk about
for
that.
sure.
It's
Okay.
not all doom and gloom, Mr. Robe.
It's not. It's not.
You kind of look like a storm cloud.
It's not.
But we'll start with yours.
All right. So when I found out I was going to become a grandpa, a lot of people said, "Oh, what are you going to be called?
What do you want to be
What do you
called?"
want to be called? What do you want your grandchildren to call you?" And I said at the time that, and I've witnessed this many times over, typically your oldest grandchild chooses a name for you by just starting to call you something, you know, and that's happened in many different occasions in our life, for sure. I mean, my dad was Papa Rolly. We have my mother-in-law, Nadia, who my oldest nephew, who's like 40 now, Corey, called her Grandma Dia, and now everybody calls her Grandma Dia. Not just
even she does.
yeah, not even grandkids.
Yeah,
like the
no,
whole
just the
world
world.
calls her Grandma Dia, right? My Grandpa George, I remember. My Grandma George, remember that story? So you wait. So I'm in a holding pattern. I don't know what I'm going to be because Leona started talking at like a week old. I swear to goodness.
Yeah,
But-
big talker.
She can say everything, everybody's names, but she refuses to give me anything.
Which is so interesting because you're arguably, and I'll give you this because I think you need the win today, her favorite person. Like
Right.
the person that she goes to and plays with and wants to be with the most.
Right.
Just calls you, Well, it kind of sounds like what you were making, the sounds you were making in the hockey.
Constipated grandpa. So in the last day or so, we
48 hours.
hadn't seen her for about a week, like literally, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, just kind of a longer stretch than we're used to. And all of a sudden, she says, "Papa?"
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever called you Papa around her.
No.
Nobody's ever called anyone really
No,
Papa
I'm
around
like
her.
Grandpa. We've tried Chris.
Yeah.
Grandpa, say Chris. Like I got desperate. I'm like, whatever, call me Chris.
Give me anything.
Yeah, but she said Papa. And she's now got Papa.
And it's like it was one time and now it's just everything is Papa. Where's Papa? Good night, Papa. I'm trying to put her to bed for 5 hours yesterday and she's Papa. I said, Papa's sleeping. She goes, I said, yes, now you do that.
So I'm pretty excited. So here's the sound. Here's what she
we
says.
want to insert it so everyone gets to hear it.
All right.
Papa.
There it is.
Papa.
That'll be my name.
Yeah. But now that you have it, you're like, oh, do I sound old?
I wondered if Papa wasn't older than Grandpa.
Well, I
like
think
Grandpa
it's
sounding.
just a version of Grandpa. It's the end of Grandpa.
Yeah.
I also don't think you have a choice now.
No, I know I
You've
don't.
been begging for this moment. You've been begging for this moment, and it happened.
And I don't know
think
what
it's
the
pretty-
youngest version of Grandpa is.
No, it's grandpas are old.
Yeah.
and that's okay.
And I'm all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Another
It's
mortality
pretty,
moment.
It's pretty cute how she says it.
Papa. I'm all over it. So
Yeah.
there you go. And that's the way it's going to be. All right. What's your good Scheetz?
My good Scheetz is when we talk about Team Canada today's disappointing silver medal. That's the thing about silver that sucks is that you're the second best in the world and it feels like you're the worst in the world because you
Well,
have
even
to.
the bronze, which
Yeah.
our ladies won,
In curling.
Team Holman, right?
Yeah.
At least you win your last
It
game.
feels like much more of a win.
Yeah.
And you kind of sneak into the medals, so it
Yeah.
feels good. Silver never feels good. But we
Yeah.
do have to talk about Team Canada men's curling.
Okay,
And they're-
before you go there, because we should talk about the gold medal. I didn't pay that close attention to it, but they got like teddy bears or stuffies or something.
Yes, it's part of the Italian games is they get these little stuffed animals.
So you're these Team Canada players, and I guess the Nate McKinnon one, I guess, is quite the thing.
It's going very viral where he gets his silver medal, which he's obviously not pleased with, but he's trying to be respectful, and then they hand him this little stuffed animal, and he does a double take, and he's just looking looking at him. And so I saw a tweet that said, nobody is in more imminent danger than Nathan McKinnon's stuffy. He's in imminent danger.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
So,
but Team Canada men's curling and
Yes.
curling in general, this Olympics was the moment. Thank goodness, because it maybe takes away some of the pain from hockey, but curling had everything. It had the drama. It was so fun to watch. We got so into the curling games. Leona loves it. She takes her little broom that she has that's like part of her small cleaning set, and she's sweeping things around the house. She loved to watch it. We love to watch it. I feel like curling had a massive moment, for better or worse. Again, we said there was some controversy involved, but I mean that's how you grow the game.
Wow.
But the men's final game was so exciting.
Yeah.
It was, now that the hockey is over and didn't go our way, I can confidently say it was the best thing that I watched in the Olympics.
friend of the program, and Scheetz had Mark Kennedy.
Yeah.
He curled well all week. He had that bit of a controversy with Sweden, and at the end of the day, we all had his back, and his teammates had his back. Are you the one that said? What did you say that Brad Jacobs said, or was that Carter that said that? No, maybe not. But Brad Jacobs just said everybody that. Was it you?
No, that was Carter.
Yeah.
But he said basically that Brad Jacobs said, we got his back, and anybody who's mad can
Look at
go
us
fill their boots.
and look at us getting our gold medals. I hope they're
Exactly.
drinking in the picture of us getting our gold. They didn't really. I know there were some moments where they expressed remorse for the language that they used, but overall, I feel like they were like,
Yeah.
winners win.
Sucks to suck.
That final game was amazing. They curled so well. The women curled so well in the bronze medal game. It was just a really good showing for Canada in curling.
Yeah. Well, and we curled last year. We didn't curl this year, fortunately, because with my
You
sciatica,
can't walk.
I can't, let alone curl. But curling is a great sport, and you're right. It had a moment, and I think that it's probably going to have even more moments now,
and
because I think that team made curling cool.
It was
Right?
cool. And
Yeah.
and if you watched that final game against Great Britain and you didn't think that was a highly entertaining sport, then you're wrong. Like
Yeah.
it was intense.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. So
Yeah.
congrats to our friend of the show, Mark Kennedy,
Yeah.
who the man of the hour. He's still everywhere.
Yeah, and they're just going to come home, and then they go to the Briar.
Yeah, so they have no time to relax. And he had said that in the podcast, is that people think that once the Olympics are done, curling season's done, but it's just heating up.
Yeah.
So it's a busy time for them. We wish them luck in the Briar, but it was a really, really
and he
good
was
performance.
speculating. I asked him about retirement, and he said, "Well, we'll wait and see how it works out."
Mm-hmm.
And my gut's telling me that both him and Hebert.
Oh, Hebert, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's already said that he's done,
Mm-hmm.
and those two are kind of curled together, right? So anyway, one other thing
Hey,
about
you should go out being the drama and go out on top. Go out as a meme. What more can you want? Like if once you've made it to meme status, where else can you go?
the video that you wisely did about it. Got over 1 million views on Instagram for us, so
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. I can't even imagine the millions and millions upon millions
Well,
of views.
there's the meme where he's pushing everything over the line, like the offside call and he's
Good for him. All
but
right.
yeah, that's my good sheets is just the curling. In the
Any
Olympics.
other Olympic thoughts?
I do want to talk about skating a little bit, figure skating,
Go.
because that I would say before I really got into curling this year, figure skating is my favorite, and the short program and the long program. And we are Team Canada in this house, as very much expressed by the beginning of the podcast. But what Alyssa Liu did for the USA, but just her story in general for
Right.
figure skating, won the gold.
Her hair in general.
That's so cool. Do you know the story of it?
Well, her hair is like in.
Rings,
Yeah.
and like a tree, she gets a ring bleached into her hair every year. Every year she gets
Oh.
older, so it's been like 4 or 5 years or whatever.
Okay.
So every year it grows longer, and she gets another thing. And a lot of people have come at her, especially the figure skating world is very specific about what you look like and
Sure.
things like that. So it's kind of her little defiance. But what I loved was her story about how she quit skating at 16 years old, said this was too much pressure. Her life was taken over. She wanted to live a life. And then for 2.5 years was not skating, not on the ice at all, and then decided she missed it, but came back on her own terms, where she decided her schedule. She didn't want to overtrain herself. She didn't want to be told what to wear, what to eat, all of those things. And when you watch her skating program, it doesn't matter what country you're from. You can just feel how joyful she was.
Okay.
I've been watching it nonstop because it's very rare to see an athlete look so happy when they're in such a high pressure situation like the Olympics. And yeah, her routine was amazing.
But she's able to just say, whatever, let it be.
Because she quit and came back, I think she has this new, it's inspirational to anyone. It's like you can come back and just do it for fun. I think when they asked her what her goals were for the Olympics, she said to have fun and make friends.
Yeah.
And that she won the gold medal. So.
Wow. And she is pretty awesome, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like she's this old veteran, but she's 20
And
years
they
old.
almost are old veterans at 20.
By that point, for
right?
skating. Yeah,
Who's
it's a crazy
who's the
world.
local lady,
Caitlin Osmond.
Thank you, yes.
She's not old now, but
No.
it's been years since she was in the Olympics. Yeah,
she won her
Caitlin
medals,
Osmond.
right? So, yeah, there you go. Okay, other thoughts? Rick Celebrini.
Yeah.
Macklin Celebrini, who was on Connor McDavid's wing and was unbelievable.
What a kid.
19 years old.
I
and
did keep bringing up that he was born in 2006.
he
that's
looks
crazy.
12. He looks 12. He's 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then his dad is this hunk of a man they kept showing in the crowd. And every time they showed him, he's got that salt and pepper hair. He's got like almost like surfer dude hair. And people were falling in love with Dad.
Yeah, Rick Celebrini got a lot of. He might have been second to Mark Kennedy online.
Yeah.
He was getting a lot of memes and a lot of attention. It's just so funny that we're in a place where the players are young enough where their dads are hot. Like Rick Celebrini doesn't look much older than Sidney Crosby when you really think about it, especially when Sid has his grays coming in and
he
stuff
might,
like that.
He might not be that
He's not.
much older.
I think he's 45. I think when I looked it up.
Yeah, well, yeah, if his son's 19.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, how old was I when my son was 19?
We can't do math today.
Yeah, sorry.
No, Rick Celebrini's 58.
Oh. Yikes.
That's awkward.
That's awkward for this 55-year-old.
He looks great. He does. Wow.
He's like a sports guy, right?
He was a former soccer player, which Renato really wanted to lean on.
There it is.
Italian Canadian excellence.
Okay, there you go.
There you
He's
go.
definitely better looking than the Kachuk's dad,
Well,
Keith Kachuk.
yeah.
Keith Kachuk looks
I
like he
don't
could
think
be
we
my
should. I think we
doppelganger.
should be beeping out that word. I don't think we're ready to use it.
Kachuk?
No.
Yeah, whatever. Kapluck. You know what rhymes with Kachuk?
A lot?
No.
Well, yes. Okay, what, Chris?
A word that Mark Kennedy likes, okay?
Oh.
And anyway, now that the Olympics are over, the hangover of every day and it was kind of weird with the Italy thing. Like the time delay was almost. It would almost been better if it was 12 hours rather than the 7 or 8 it was.
It was. Yeah, it was a lot of. I'm personally a little bit excited not to get up so early all the time.
Yeah, but every day there was the Olympics. Finding out how we did, there would have been some kind of a sport to watch, and you miss it when it's over.
You miss it because you realize that you can get into anything once you put it on. You become an expert at whatever sport is being shown. Renato and I last night were watching something called, what was it, Ren?
Mass start.
Start speed skating. And this was the women's event we were watching, and Canada actually got a silver medal in it. But it was like 20 women lined up at one time speed skating all in a line like a train, and then they would do sprint laps where they would kind of push and pass each other and kind of push each other's butts, and then they would start going slow again. And it was just by the end it was like this was the most important thing we've ever seen, but at the beginning we'd never even heard of it.
That's
so
what happens, right?
It's so much fun to experience the sports, and I love the Winter Olympics, and so it's going to be missed. But I also am excited to not be up in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I kind of wish the Olympics, summer and winter, would happen every 2 years, and then there'd always be an Olympic happening every year, whether it be a summer or a winter. I know that's not realistic, but
it'd be very hard for the athletes, I think,
it would
because they
be.
need the time.
But then, in
to
fairness,
train.
and we saw this with some of those skiers,
ski
and whatever
jumpers.
they were doing, the ski jumpers, and then they you prepare for 4 years, and then it comes down to one thing, and the one guy got penalized because he pushed somebody, and that's it.
The conditions were bad.
He was supposed to win a gold or a silver, and he doesn't win anything, and 4 years down the drain, right? It's just wow.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. But they did get that Olympic shaped pasta, so they're gonna be okay.
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
pasta in that.
It did look beautiful there,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's a minor.
Yeah.
Italy, I guess northern Italy is beautiful, southern Italy is beautiful. Wherever Renato lived, what's the place you lived, Renato?
Fondi. It's more
Central.
central south Italy.
The middle of
It's
Italy.
closer to Rome.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Italy is a place that, I mean, you'd like to go. for sure at some point in your life. And that's a great thing about the Olympics too, for
It shows you
those
these
countries
places.
and those places. All of a sudden now people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want
need
to
to
go
go to-
see where that happened, right?
Not that I think Milan needed much PR. I think
No.
a lot of people want to go there anyway. But still, it was,
not.
yeah.
It's not like Winnipeg.
No. I'd go to Winnipeg for the Olympics.
Okay. Mother Dough Bread Co. We love Mother Dough Bread Co. They're a fantastic sponsor of this show. I went in the other day and picked up what did I pick up? The Ranch House sandwich. You're looking at me like you don't know because you didn't have it, right?
No, because everyone ate them before I even got here. I think it was a clubhouse.
It's got the bacon on it. It's got the beautiful sourdough bread. Again, great sandwiches are made by great bread. That's the bottom line. And they've got the cinnamon buns. They've got everything that you possibly would want. They cater. You can go in as a business, and the atmosphere is fantastic. Angel and Lauren and everybody there are just the friendliest people, and they make unbelievable sandwiches.
It's the Farmhouse Club with smoked chicken, crispy bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. And it probably was delicious, but nobody saved me any.
Do yourself a favor, check them out. They're at Winterburn Point, just on the west end of the city, and they have the best darn sandwiches you possibly could have. That I know for sure. All right, it's time for Community Sheets. Brought to you by Crystal Glass. At Crystal Glass, they've been servicing drivers, homeowners, and businesses across Western Canada for 75 years. They do an incredible job with your glass needs, and they do an incredible job in the community supporting everything that our community offers and helping Edmonton be the city of champions. Shout out to some city of champion firefighters. Your brother Carter was not. He was a big part of it, but he didn't live on the rooftop for the campaign on Hall number 2 this year because of the new baby, little Georgia, that was born. But I know he was working hard behind the scenes.
I
getting
think he had a
sponsors,
little bit of FOMO as well. Yeah.
He took little Georgia up there to see the boys.
Yeah, and it was cold this year.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, they like the world's longest hockey game got like fantastic weather, and they should have.
Yeah.
It's 11 days, but those guys had like minus 30s. It was ridiculous.
And they
right?
raised over $80,000
Yes.
for muscular dystrophy.
I think it was a
which
record,
is
maybe.
the most important thing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
incredible.
For muscular dystrophy, so shout out to them. I'd mentioned St. Michael's Fenwick Heights. It's a seniors home, seniors lodge, I guess. I don't. It's just this beautiful facility on the far west end of Spruce Grove. And Joan invited me a couple of months ago to come and be a part of an auction she did with the seniors there. She gave them all like $187 worth of fun money. And then we auctioned off probably 25 different items. I went in there with a bad sciatic.
Yeah, I was going to say, you went in there, you had to be in worse condition than most of those seniors.
Oh, I should have absolutely gone to room number 3. Like, honestly, I should have. I could not. I had to auction while sitting. It hurt so much. I was in so much pain. But how do I not do it? And Joan was so excited, and the seniors were so excited. So I went limping into there. I cannot walk with this stupid sciatic thing I've got going on, and I can't stand. But it was fun. It was so much fun. I had a bunch of the ladies. First of all, observation. Talk about a mortality moment. There was about 3 guys there and 80 women.
Which is what you predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
called
predicted that last week.
I called that. You know that old joke, right, Renato?
Let's hear it.
Yeah. You know why men normally die before their wives?
Because they want to.
Because they want to.
You've told that one a time or two.
He's predictable.
But
He keeps
anyway,
forgetting that
it
he's
is so
told them.
hard to believe when you go into a place, and there might have been 5 guys there, and maybe not 80. But the bottom line was they were outnumbered like 9-1. I don't know what, again, and women live such a more, and I'm not saying that women should die first, but you live such a difficult,
interesting.
but you live such a difficult life. Like your life is
physically.
so much more difficult than a man's life.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess that's the reward. You get to live longer.
I think that we're just tougher. We persevere.
There was an 89-year-old there. There was a 95-year-old there at the home that I met afterwards, and you don't realize you somehow we see seniors and we think, well, they've always been old, but no, they were like 1 year old and 2 years old and 30 years old and 55 years old, and then one day you wake up, if you're lucky, and you're 89 years old, especially if you're female,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Aging happens. I don't know where we're going. I need to drink more coffee. Oh my God.
You don't understand.
I do.
At 30 years old, you don't understand.
No,
anything.
you're just saying that people age.
No, I think that we need to remember our seniors and don't just say, oh, well, they're just old people. They don't matter anymore. I'm just saying they do. And
Of course, no.
And I'm not saying that you're saying that.
No, I
But-
love my grandmas.
Yeah, I know.
I should call them.
Where are your grandpas?
Well, I love them too.
I
But
know.
it's part of it, yeah.
It's all tying together. This will all be taken out.
Why? It's good.
You think it is?
Oh, that's funny.
Don't think
going.
it's good content, but we're doing our best here today.
Shout out to Joan for allowing me to be there and all those incredible people.
Mostly
again,
women.
Mostly women. Shout out to Alberta Dreams. Daddy's Little Sweetheart Ball is going to be happening, and it's going to be a great time for daddies and daughters. Renato, you're coming. You're bringing little Leona.
I thought you were bringing Leona.
Well, I would like to bring her, but Renato will probably come as well. I wonder if Carter can bring Georgia, too.
Probably.
Put her in a dress
Oh, she would look so
with
cute.
her little red hair.
Oh,
It's happening on March 21st. Check it out. Go online to albertadreams.ca. Find out exactly, how you can help out the charity and bring your little girls to this amazing event at the Chateau Lacombe. And this week on Friday, Alt-Tech's 20th anniversary gala in support of Alberta Dreams will be happening that I'll be hosting too. And I will not be wearing my robe.
I don't know. Are you going to be ready to get dressed by then?
I probably won't be ready to stand.
Yeah. They'll have to wheel you in for sure.
Pick me up from Fenwick
Yep.
in the dad's
Bobsled
bus.
you in.
And I'll be wearing my robe. But
You can make it formal. You might need to dress it up. Dress it up for dress. It's kind of like a tuxedo, like Tails. But it's your Mickey Mouse robe.
it is my Mickey Mouse robe. Okay, is that it, Bailey?
That's it.
You're ready?
I don't think that we're going to do anything more productive here today. I don't think anything is going to be accomplished. Come back next week. I promise we'll sleep.
Thanks to Alltech, Crystal Glass, Londonderry Dodge. Hey, I went there this week and got a new Dodge Sport from the great people at Londonderry. Mitch and Jamie and the entire staff are fantastic. Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse, where
we have a meat hangover. We have a hockey hangover. We have an Olympic hangover.
Renato's
It's real.
got the meat sweats going on. Eh?
He looks so sad over there.
I'm tired.
Mother No Bread Co. as well. Thank you. How can I be the one with all the life here?
You don't have a toddler.
Oh, yeah, and I haven't dressed up.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.